Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome back to One Last Hand. Welcome back to Kinfire Chronicles Nightfall. We're on episode 14. Last time out, we were chasing a merchant through the streets of Dinlux. We cornered them in a warehouse, as you can see here, and they were using all sorts of illusions. We managed to fight through those, kill the bodyguards, and then capture or kill the merchant. And now we're back. We're back in Dinlux. Dinlux Pack 3 is open, which means we're in Volume 3, The Coping. So you can see here we've got all of this to read, as we do like to do. So we'll have a read of that. The other thing that happened is we got our next Level Up Pack Pack 3. So we've got our character's story to go through as well. So we'll listen to those first. And I guess let's start with Roland, shall we? And then I think there's about 6 maybe or so missions left. So we'll find out what happens from there. Let's listen to Roland's Level Up intro.
Your powers have grown, Roland.
Roland stands proudly before his aunt, stroking at his beard.
But not enough.
There's no humor in her eyes, only worry.
To face what lies ahead, you will need more than mere runes and incantations.
I have studied every tome, every text, even every hymn. While I'm not so self-possessed to think I have nothing to learn, I believe I have achieved some level of mastery.
The spirit of Regina approaches him and puts a hand to his face.
It frightens you, doesn't it? The power of Kinfire in your blood.
Roland looks away. He knows of what she speaks. He has sensed it. A power deep inside.
Why do you resist it?
Regina, you know as well as I of those dwarves who delve too deeply into the Kinfire blood. They gathered power, yes, but at the cost of their selves.
You speak of my brother.
And others, yes, they were greedy. And in the end, they were consumed by the very flames they wielded.
Yes, Roland, but they didn't have what you have.
And what is that?
She waits until he looks into her eyes.
Something truly worthy of fighting for.
Okay, well, look at the bottom there. Replace your old lantern with a new one. We have Purity, Fire's Rebirth. Pointing with his hammer, Roland cries out, reborn in fire, as the white-hot flames from his lantern fill the air around him. After attacking, distribute 5 statuses of your choice among your targets as you see fit. Holy moly, there it is. We'll tuck that down there. And let's move on to Roland, shall we? On to Core, shall we? We need to hear what Core has got to say for us. Core found out he was the spirit of a noble, I think.
When the man appears in front of Core, he wastes no time.
You were born in Dinlux to the illustrious Montaigne family, who I'm sure you've heard of.
No, I don't believe I've come across any Montagners.
Just listen, please. Now, your home is in the Nest. It's a tall, golden manor, the finest on this street. And it's my birthright. My family is there. All you have to do is explain to them the situation.
The situation?
The man seems exasperated.
Yes, that you are me, that I am you, so that I can reclaim what is rightfully mine. The manor, the fortune, my place on the city council.
I think you'll find the city council to be quite a bit different than it once was.
Never mind that. Just follow my instructions and everything will go smoothly.
You want me to explain to them the situation?
Yes, I was ill with no hope of survival. Explain to them that this was the only way. The only way for me to live on.
Live on?
Yes, don't you see? As a revenant, we will live forever. We are immortal. We will reclaim all that is ours, and No one will ever take it away again.
Okay. Replace the old lantern with a new one. Interesting that we're immortal, even though last time out we found out that revenants have a kill word. Okay, we have an adamant, radiant crown murmurs core, feeling the kinfire of their core blaze, drawing in and absorbing the strength of their enemies. Before attacking, move all enemies up to 2 spaces away into your space. After attacking, gain shield for each enemy targeted by this attack. Okay, there's another lantern down. We'll swap that one out. Okay, and we'll put those away in the pack here. That's everything done with level up pack 3. Obviously, if we were playing more characters, there'd be more info. I do think in this game it's absolutely plausible to play with more characters as a solo player. It's not a massively complex game. Okay, that's that. So we've done our intro and our character stuff. Now we're into Dinlux level 3, the coping. Okay, shall we have a little read? Districts of Dinlux. Once you cross through the high gate from the Ness, you will find yourselves in the home of the city's rich and powerful, as the borough known as the Coping. Beacon Terrace, widely considered to be the gem of the city, can be found in the centre of the Coping. Here you will have the opportunity to spot some of the more famous citizens as they go about their business. Keep an eye out for the rather intimidating figure of Vath of the Tusk Grippers and the ornately dressed Elias Talltide as they enter City Hall on council business. You might also be lucky enough to catch sight of the elegant Hierophant Selen leaving the Temple of Ziva, or members of the illustrious flamekeepers who tend to the Great Lighthouse seen from afar, as the city of Dinlux has a most majestic and awe-inspiring skyline, the centerpiece of which is the Great Lighthouse, home of the Holy Flame gifted to the elves eons ago by the goddess Ziva. It is the source of all kinfire. Indeed, even the core burning with its humble Merc has sparked from that very flame, but within this humble Merc. While visitors are not allowed to ascend to the top of the lighthouse, the area surrounding the structure, Beacon Terrace, is an attraction in itself. If you are looking to do a bit of shopping, consider browsing the fine establishments in the Merchant's Peak. The prices might be higher than what most ordinary folk can afford, but the quality of the goods is second to none. If, however, you have a habit of pocketing fine items without paying for them, you should be warned. The penalty for thievery is steep, and the city guards in the Coping have a keen eye and sharp blades. The wealthiest nobles of Dinlux will be found in the aptly named Nobles' Walk, where the streets are wide and pristine and lined with well-kept flowering trees and hedges. The ornate manors towering overhead are a sight to see, but be careful not to linger too long, as the residents here are quick to complain about loiterers and potential troublemakers. If there's only one thing you have time for in your visit to the Coping, this humble Merc suggests a stroll up to the city wall along the northern vista. The benches atop the wall are many of the city's rich and where many of the city's rich and powerful come to gossip and do business. But if it's that view it's the view here that's truly breathtaking. To the south, the sun can be seen glinting on the waves of the Great Sea. To the northeast, the fog settling around the mountain peaks. And beneath you lies the great city of Dinlux, the most beautiful city that ever was and ever will be. Okay, we have the Magic Book Club. Looks like a nice book club to be in. And join the city guards. Vath of the Tusk Rippers himself calls on you to join the cause. The city guard is more than just a job. It's a way to protect your family, your neighbours, your city. Together we can keep Dinlux safe. And then some more info about our boy Merc. Okay. Then we have the various things we can do. We can go to the King's Comfort. A sense of danger fills this tavern. Violence seems to hide just out of sight. But you are not afraid, are you? You've faced danger before and you'll face it again. Come share a drink with your humble author and taste the finest baked alcara that the coping has to offer. While the staff may be cutthroats and ruffians, they know how to cook. Lynn's. Stepping into this shop is like entering a world of elegance, tranquility, and luxury. Lynn's goods are not cheap, but their beauty and quality makes them worth every coin, and unlike some other coping merchants, which will remain unnamed and unmentioned, Lynn's welcomes all visitors, even if they aren't in a position to make a purchase just yet. Palace Lassa? For the visitors who appreciate a certain level of luxury in their accommodations, Palace Lassa is a place to stay for 3 coins a night. The inn provides a grand suite outfitted with the finest linens, private baths, and an in-room dining service. In these troubling times, it's good to find time to relax. It's even better if you can do it in style. The Vaun estate. As detailed in her autobiography, Lady Vaun was an accomplished trophy hunter until a pack of Vorden took her leg. She still collects trophies today, but now takes them from others, more active hunters, and can sometimes transform those trophies into valuable items. Of course, Lady Vaun has a busy social life and is not always have time to meet with visitors. You may need to contact her staff to make an appointment. The Temple of Ziva, serving as both the religion's administration office and the city's primary place of worship, the temple is a quietly bustling community unto itself. A holy hush hangs over the place, even while there are hundreds of clergy and lay people busy themselves with Ziva's work. All are welcome here. Visitors can be found strolling along the public spaces at any time of the day, admiring the church's beauty or praying at the various shrines. Ziva's fountain. According to the tradition, Ziva herself appeared and blessed this fountain when it was first built. Ever since then, pilgrims have come to the fountain to cast their prayers upon the waters. While there are fewer pilgrims these days, new settlers often make a point to visit the fountain soon after arriving. The Great Lighthouse, the heart of Dinlux. This is the most famous building in Atios. The Great Lighthouse towers over all, with its light blesses everyone it touches. While you can certainly see the Great Lighthouse from anywhere in the city, and even well beyond the walls, you can't appreciate the sheer size of the thing unless you observe it up close. In this humble author's opinion, a visitor has not truly visited Dinlux until they have been to the Great Lighthouse. The High Garrison. Once the headquarters of the Elven Army, the High Garrison is now the headquarters of the unified Dinlux Guard. There are still many elves, of course, but there are far more orcs, few humans, and a surprising number of dwarves. If you wish to enlist, you can check in with the office to see if they're recruiting. They are always recruiting. City Hall. Administering Dinlux is a challenging, complex task that requires scores of dedicated, high-trained civil servants, and City Hall is where you find them. It's also where you can purchase a license, pay a tax, or settle a fee. The City Council meets here as well. Each councillor maintains an office in the building in order to serve the constituents tirelessly and efficiently. Stridewalker Manor. There have always been orcs in Dinlux. 2 centuries ago, a wealthy orcish merchant from the Stridewater family purchased an estate in the coping. In the generations that followed, Stridewater Manor became a sort of orcish embassy in the city of elves. When new orcs are settled in Dinlux, they would stay at the manor until they could put down their own roots. While there are a few Stridewalkers left, the manor remains in the family name and maintains a spot of honour in the hearts of the local orcs. Ara's Bench. The benches along the coping offer a fantastic view of the city and the sea below. They are also sometimes occupied by local craft folk selling their wares, such as unlicensed and unregulated, but the sellers of coping residents, so the guards turn a blind eye. Are coping residents, so the guards turn a blind eye. The products sold here are almost never fake. Well, there you go. That's everything in Dinlux. I feel like we've been there. Okay. So that's everything. We've got 4 actions to do. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 money, and we want to keep 3 of it. So I think it makes sense for us to go into the Vaun estate, see if we can do stuff with some of our trophies, right? So let's go there. We're going to go to 37. Okay. This really annoys me because this is like the wrong way round. It drives me mad. These cards. they're all kind of the items and then the merchants, and it's really annoying to me. I don't know why. Right, okay. So we said we were going to go to 37. Okay, Z37, here it is. A servant answers the door. He begins to explain that the Lady Vaun is unavailable, but the noblewoman herself appears and invites you in to see her trophy room. Beneath the mounted heads of the big game conquest, Lady Vaun asks you about your adventures beyond the light of Dinlux. Isn't it thrilling discovering strange new creatures brought here by the darkness and then defeating them? She offers to use her craftsman to turn your trophies into practical goods, so long as she gets to keep some souvenirs. You may shop at the Vaun estate, add it directly to the Dinlux market. Okay, so the Vaun estate is here, and we have Lady Vaun. So there she is. And we have... I act as the bounty house in this part of town. Due to my prediction for collecting the unusual, the craftsmen I use are the finest around. Craft one specific focus token into an item or sell any other focus tokens in for 1 coin for 2. Okay, well, we have our tokens here. I was really hoping that some of these would look familiar, but they don't. Hold on 1 second. Let me just see if any of these look familiar at all. I don't think they do. It's closer. It's easier for me to see here. We don't have any of these, right? I was hoping this dragon would be able to be used, but apparently not. Okay. Well, we could sell some. So let's sell 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, and I guess we'll go 6. Okay, so we're going to sell these for 3 money. At least we'll be able to buy place to sleep tonight. So 3 cash. 1, 2, 3. I basically got rid of the ones that look a bit human-like. We'll keep 3 of them. I'm surprised that dragon isn't there. But I guess we're going to find some of these as we go, right? Okay, so these get added to the store. So we'll put those on there. Okay, so that was that. That was 1 city action. We didn't actually buy anything, but we did sell a few. Okay. You said there might be gossip and stuff at 44, right? But there's also the tavern. Let's go to 34. We're off to 34. Okay. What do we have here? You're surprised to find such a dingy tavern here in the coping. The servers are sporting fake eye patches and tattoos. It seems the king's comfort trades upon a rather hyped up sense of danger. One customer, a beaten up revenant, seems out of place, but is enjoying free flaming drinks from the other patrons. They laugh as the revenant downs the drinks while still on fire. The revenant catches your eyes and throws up his hands. Do seekers seek, learning from this humble Merc. You may shop with Merc. Add them to the Dinlux market if you haven't already. The first time you come here, choose and open a gold treasure pack and add it to the market. Okay, so Merc, have we got him? I don't think we've got him over here. Maybe we have, actually. Let's have a little look. So these are items that need to go back into the shop, as are these. We've got the Crimson Exchange, we've got necessities. What are these cards? Guessing they should have been like that. I'm not 100% sure. Then we've got the market. So I think they're not going in there, right? They go there. So that's the black market. Here's Merc. Okay. So Merc had a load of cards that we opened last time, and we're now going to add a gold pack to it. This one is black on the back. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we have Lava Bolt. It's 4 damage and a hurt, and give another hurt to your target for every red card you discard. It does +2 block on the back. Befuddling Beam. You remember the phrase and mutter it quickly. The glowing beam strikes the enemy dead on, leaving them staggering in place. After attacking, you may refocus your target on a seeker of your choice. That's quite nice, because sometimes it's that really causes a problem. Study. You strike out against your enemy as a test. Where are their weaknesses? Where are their holes in their defenses? 3 damage plus a stunned. After attacking, draw up to 6 chips from the bag. You may discard 1 numbered chit among them, if any, to the spent chit area, returning the others to the bag. That's really nice as well. And this one, we have Reckless Assault. 10 damage. You don't care what it costs. You see your chance to strike and you take it. After your turn, discard all armor, then draw chits until you draw an enemy or darkness chit. Resolve that chit, returning the other chips you drew to the bag. Don't know how I feel about that. Merc is here, and he's got some costs here. So if we wanted to buy a 2 cost, it would cost a 2-star. It would cost 4 coins, and a 3-star costs 6 coins. By star, I mean Kinfire, and you'll find them right in the bottom of these cards down here. But what do I think? I think Study is fantastic. So we're going to buy Study. That's 2 coins. So that's 2 fires. That's 4 coins. And I don't think I've got enough, have I? 2, 4, 6, 8. I could, but it would be all of our money apart from the 3 we need to go and sleep to buy Befuddling Beam. Befuddling Beam is pretty good. If we were to put that into Roland's deck, what would I need to get rid of? Lucky Beard Comb, which does give us 3. Does give us 3 status effects on enemies. Test of Metal. That's a blue card, so we wouldn't be able to do that one. Okay. What about you? What have you got? Okay. So we brought Study. Lava Bolt is nice. I mean, it is ranged, but it is a nice card. It's 2 to put in as well. Could get rid of Soulburn for Lava Bolt. That doesn't feel like the worst shout, because we'd get rid of this Exhaust card. It's still doing, I mean, it's doing 4 damage. We're not taking any hit damage, and we get to put status effects on. Okay, we're going to buy Lava Bolt as well then. So we're buying Lava Bolt here, which is this one. Also adds block, and we're buying Study, which is this one, which also has a chit redraw. So we're buying those. Let's put those in the box here for now, because that's where all of our unplayed cards are, and we are spending 8 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that's 2 actions, right? Let's put these back in Merc's shop. These are the rest that Merc had. I don't think I was overly interested in any of those. You go there. Okay. Okay. Our shop is sorted. Okay, so we'll tuck that back over there. And these 2 can now be thrown away from the Dinlux deck. Love that. Okay, so we've been to the Vaun estate. We've been to the King's Comfort. We don't need to go to any more shops. I think we go to the fountain. Might require us to throw a coin. Let's go to the Temple of Ziva, which is number 38. Obviously, we could be using the app for this, but because they're usually so quick. Okay, we have Stepping off the street, you enter the main church of the Temple of Ziva in Dinlux. It's quiet and cool inside. Small blue-tinted windows in its ceiling letting narrow shafts of light and cascades off of the candle lines on the wall. Beautiful works of art can be seen everywhere. You look along with the various icons of Ziva. If we had Asher, we could steal something? No, I don't know. Otherwise, return this to the map and choose again. Okay. So we do nothing with that one. Shall we go to the Great Lighthouse 40? Let's go to 40. Okay. You approach the base of the Great Lighthouse, the best known building in all of Dinlux, famous even in the far-flung corners of Atios. Its architecture is awe-inspiring, and every inch of the lighthouse has been covered in delicate carvings that tell stories of Ziva, the creation of Atios and the divine gift of Kinfire. The closer you stand to the lighthouse, the more the Kinfire from your lantern seems to flare up and grow stronger. A strange feeling basking in the glow so close to the holy flame, and it's difficult to step away. All seekers gain 1 Kinfire. Okay. 1 and 1. And remove this card. Your city action is over. Okay, we've got one left, which is number 34. We're going to the King's Comfort. 34. Why can I not find 34? Is it in this deck here? No. I have somehow lost 34. 20D, 44, 43. There is no 34. Did I throw it over here? Yes, because I'm an idiot. Okay. No, that's 34 is the wrong one. We're going to Palace Lassa. Okay, 36. That would be why I couldn't find it. We're trying to get a night's sleep in the tavern. The staff of Palace Lassa wear matching uniforms and unironically refer to all of the guests as Your Highness. You soon realise it's not a gimmick. Before the Starless Nights, Palace Lassa catered exclusively to visiting nobility. They must now accept more mundane guests and are doing their best to adapt graciously. You may pay 3 coins to stay the night. Either seeker may swap out up to 3 actions from their deck. If they do, if you stay the night, your city action is over. Well, let's play free and let's do some deck building. I'm going to put a cut in here and we'll do this deck building because I genuinely don't know what I'm going to put in, what I'm going to take out. Once we're done, I'll show you. Yeah, let's dive into this, shall we, and get some deck building done. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We've made some changes. So first off, core, we have added Cyclone Kick. We do 4 damage, either melee or ranged, and it has a trap. After attacking, you may move your target 4 spaces. The Mushroom Trumpet, I put this one in just simply because it attacks everybody, and we can make this one with Flickers Evolved, right? This attack targets all enemies within 1 space, so if we're surrounded, this is going to come in really handy. And after attacking, place a hurt on up to 3 of each target's ability. So if we get in the right place, this could go really hard. And then we've got Study, which is 3. I bought this for Roland, but 3 damage plus a stun. After attacking, draw up to 6 chits from the bag. You may discard 1 number of enemy chit along the way. So I picked this out and put in place of I can't remember what the card was called, the one where we could pick Roland's chit out next. I just thought getting rid of one of their activations is pretty important as well. So we can use that to really pick and choose the best one to get rid of. And for Roland, we put Lava Bolt in. That's the only card we put in. I can't remember what we took. Oh, we took Soul Burn out, so we're losing some damage, but this one does a status. And if we get rid of other red cards, it will do more statuses. So very nice on that. You'll notice that Roland still has a load of fire left, whereas Core has used every single one of his. It's difficult to build these decks because, like Roland, we've gone very much for a let's use statuses as our advantage, and Roland is struggling to find cards that make his deck better on that front. Okay, We're up to 15 health and 19 health for Roland and Core. And now we are going to go to quest number 10. Hierophant Selen has finished translating the volume recovered from the library of Olander. She has some interesting news to share with you and the council. When you embark on this quest, open quest 10. So here is box 10. Let's go to quest number 10 in Foreteller and have a little listen to what they've got to say, shall we?
The Great Lighthouse, our source of all kinfire, is fading.
Selen's voice echoes through the council chambers.
My flamekeepers have informed me that we have mere weeks until the flame dies completely.
Sigra stands, hitting the marble floor with a strike of her cane.
This is unacceptable, Selen. You swore to us that the matter would be taken care of. That you and these seekers would stop at nothing.
Vath remains silent, staring out the window down at the city.
Hope is not lost. These seekers risked their lives to obtain a volume from the library at Olander. I have been translating it in secret, believing it might hold the key to our salvation.
And you're only telling us about it now?
Selen doesn't answer, but instead lifts a small, four-colored pendant swinging from a thin chain.
This lens has been handed down from Hierophant to Hierophant. I never knew its purpose until now. We must take it to the abandoned Palace of Aan. According to the texts, it will uncover a map to the Holy Vault. That is where the secrets of Kinfire creation lie hidden.
Sigra opens her mouth to speak, but Vath puts a hand up to silence her.
Selen, for you to be willing to put aside generations of hostilities and reveal these secrets speaks to your character.
And the gravity of the situation,
Elias adds. Vath nods to you.
Take the lens and get to the Palace of Aan with haste.
He turns to the window once more.
I don't envy your journey. A starless night lies on the horizon.
Okay, sorry for not switching the view there soon enough. So we are taking memory 10A, which is this. Before heading to the Palace of Aan, Hierophant Selen gave you a four-coloured lens on a delicate chain. Only Kinfire will be able to light the way, she told you. Discard this memory at the end of quest 10, okay? And go to 10-1.
There's no time to waste. You leave Dinlux as quickly as possible, the warning bells ringing as you pass through the city gates. If you hurry, you may be able to make it to Avon by nightfall. You travel without pause until you see the spires of the palace. The last streaks of sunset are darkening on the horizon. You've made it.
As you reach the gatehouse, your relief sours. A vast, foggy chasm separates you from the palace. You look to the sky. The Starless Night is coming.
Okay, so each seeker flips 3. If any seeker reveals at least 2 blue, go to 10-2. Otherwise, go to 10-3. Okay, well, let's start with Core. So we're looking for 2 blues out of 3 cards. We have no blue. We have a white, which counts as 2, and we have another white. That is all we needed to do. Perfect. Not sure what's happening with the screen over here, but never mind. Okay, is it still doing it? No. Okay, interesting. Must just be shadows. Right. Okay. Do we need to do Roland's? Each seeker flips 3. I guess we have to do Roland. So let's do that very quickly. 1, 2, and 3. So we would have done it on both accounts. Love that. So we are going to 10-2.
There, in the trees, you see movement in the shadows. Several figures are hiding in the brush, clearly preparing for an ambush. You have a feeling they aren't typical bandits.
The sky continues to darken, and the wind has picked up. If you confront the figures in the trees, it seems unlikely that you'll reach the palace before the Starless Night falls. But if you avoid them by heading down into the chasm, they might catch you off guard later.
Now, this reminds me of the deers So in the second episode, we got ambushed by deers, and Roland and Core were like, "Let's chill out," I think, from memory. And now we've changed our tune, so we should deal with these now. Ready your weapons. So this is Core and Roland. So we're just going to 10-7. We're not doing anything else. We don't draw any tokens or anything. We're just getting on with it because they're both in agreement.
You take a step towards the assailants. They fan out before you, readying their weapons. Numbers are not on your side, and beneath their hoods, you can see their confident grins.
Okay, if you have memory 9B, go to 10-8. Otherwise, go to 10-9. We have memory 9C. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just going to sort out my memories while I'm here, so we don't have to keep searching through them every time. Okay, so 7, 8, 9... 16, 17, 19. Okay, so we don't have it, so we're going to 10-9.
We know you have the crystal lens.
One of them growls.
Hand it over now, or else.
You choose.
Else.
Several of the assailants raise their crossbows and fire. You scramble out of the way.
Okay, so we have each seeker flips 1. Oh no, wrong one. Each seeker flips 2. Every seeker who reveals no green suffers 1 damage. If at least 1 ranged attack is revealed, you take down an Asalant and gain a fate token. Okay, so we have a green and we have no range. So we do not take a damage because we revealed a green, but we do not take down an assailant. Okay, now it's Roland's turn. He's got less green, so here we go. We have 1. We do get a green, and 2, again, no range, but we don't take any damage. We go to 10-10. Okay, this one says 10-10, and Asher is not present, but it seems to like playing them, even though I select is not present.
The assailants draw their swords and daggers and close in on you.
Okay, we're back into another fight. Each seeker flips 2. Every seeker who reveals no red suffers 1 damage. If at least 1 attack or 1 card with a sword is revealed, you take down an assailant and gain 1. Okay, so we are turning over 2 cards and we're looking for reds. This is Core. We have a red. And we do not have a melee, okay? And now Roland has a white and another white, and again, no melee. Okay, go to 10-11. This is very uneventful. Okay.
As you fight off the remaining assailants, you try to corral them towards the edge of the chasm and force them in.
Okay, each seeker, we don't have NARS, so we don't have to worry about the bottom bit. Each seeker flips 2 cards. We need 2 blues. If you successfully rout the assailants, gain 1 fate. Otherwise, each seeker suffers 2 damage or gains 1 exhaust. Okay, so we are flipping over 2 cards for each seeker, and we're looking for 2 blues. Okay, we have a white for Core and a red. So Roland, we need a blue. We have a blue. That's all we needed, right? 2 blues. If successful, you rout the assailants, gain 1 fate. Love that. We needed that to get up to maximum. Otherwise, take some damage. If you have memory 10B, we've got 10A, go to 10-13. Otherwise, go to 10-12. 10-12. I'm just going to... Yeah, we don't have 10B, right? 10B is in here, surely. Yeah, okay. 10-12. Well, this is weird. It says Asher is present. Go to 10-12. Asher isn't present. So we're going to get some text for Asher. I apologize.
The sky above you darkens to an inky black. A harsh, cold wind builds, surrounding you in a shadowy whirlwind. Everything hopeful and alive inside you begins to seep away. Your lanterns provide just enough light to tether you to this place.
The palace is your only hope of shelter. Its deep history protects its walls from the darkness, but the remaining assailants still lie in your way.
We are prepared to be taken by Alton Shroud!
One shouts above the roar of the wind.
Are you?
They let their weapons slip to the ground. You step back, clutching your lanterns, and watch as the dark, circling gale overtakes them. With the assailants swallowed by the night, you begin your descent into the chasm.
Okay, go to 10.3, and we've taken memory 10b, which says, a starless night has fallen around you. Before you could find shelter, your lanterns will protect you for a time, but you can feel the pull of darkness, painful and exhausting. While you have this card, each seeker suffers the effect next to their portrait. So whenever you flip cards, if you do not reveal any blue, gain 1 exhaustion. That's for Roland. And whenever you flip cards, if you do not reveal any red for Core, gain 1 exhaustion. Okay, we'll keep this here. And it says go to 10.3. We took a bit of a detour.
The sides of the chasm are steep, but you manage to find a narrow, rocky path of sorts. The dense fog makes it difficult to see far ahead, and each step over the rocks is precarious.
Core kneels and places their hands flat on the ground. The earth trembles, and the path grows a little smoother. Where the path ends, the mouth of the chasm opens into a foggy void. You kick a rock from the edge and watch it disappear into the fog. The only way across appears to be a towering wall of stalagmites.
Okay, each seeker flips 3. Each seeker who reveals less than 2 greens gains 1 exhaustion. Every seeker who reveals no greens also suffers 1 damage. Okay, but we're able to flip 4 in this instance because of Core, and then we've got this card here as well. So I'm going to tuck this maybe over here, just to remind us. And now we are flipping 4 cards, and we are looking for at least 2 greens, which seems unlikely. And there we go. Right, so we're looking for 2 greens. We have a white for Core. That's good news. We have a green. Perfect. We have a blue, and we have a red. So Core is okay, right? Each seeker flips 3 cards. If each seeker who reveals less than 2 green, so we've got 2 green here, and this card here says Core. If you do not reveal any red, well, we've got a red here and a white and another red, so we're all good there. Now Roland. Roland is flipping these. Roland is looking for blue cards and green cards. We have a red. We have another red. We have a blue. And we have another blue. So we did not reveal any green. We suffer 1 exhaustion. Okay, good work, Roland. And we suffer 1 damage. And then on this card, Roland, he revealed blue, so we don't worry about the exhaustion there. Okay. We're almost out of cards, as it turns out. Right, okay. Well, that's not true, but you can see the deck is getting pretty thin. Okay, go to 10.4.
The rock formations are sandy and difficult to grip. Some of the thinner stalagmites are fragile and break off in your hand before tumbling into the void beneath you. You'll have to be careful where you reach.
On the other side, you find a creek burbling over the rocks. You splash across and follow it upstream in the direction of the palace.
Okay, each seeker flips 3. Each seeker flips 3. Every seeker who reveals fewer than 2 blues gains 1 exhaustion. Core is first. We've got no blue. We've got no blue. We've got no blue. So that's 1 exhaustion. And we flip some cards. What happens for core? If you do not reveal a red, we did reveal a red. Okay. Now, our boy Roland. So we are flipping these and we are looking for 2 blues. Core has a white and a blue and a red. So he needed a blue, right, which he's got. Roland, sorry, he needed a blue, which he's got. And he has 2 blues. So he is okay on that one. Perfect. Okay. Great. Go to 10-5. 10-5 and Roland is present. Why do I get the feeling we're going to have to go through the whole crew?
The fog is cleared, and you can see the spires of the palace towering above you. You're close. All that remains is climbing the steep wall of the chasm up to the palace gates. As you approach, you discover where the stream is coming from. The stone wall before you is seeping with ice-cold water. It won't be an easy climb.
Roland's heat takes the chill off the icy water. At last, you pull yourselves up over the edge of the chasm wall. Ahead of you is the stonework gate to the palace's once lauded gardens.
Okay, so we've got another set of tests to do. Here we go. Here is the card. So each seeker flips 2. We flip 3 because of Roland, who does not show a red gains 1 exhaustion. Okay, so we're flipping 3 cards for core first. We have no red, a blue. So each seeker who does not flip a red gains 1. Okay. Oh, we only flipped 3. Sorry. So we gain 1. Sorry, we don't gain 1. Each seeker flips 2. Each seeker who does not flip a red, and obviously with Roland's card, sorry, with Core's card here, he was looking to get a red. He did. I don't think it has to be a separate one, so I think we're okay there. I'm going to shuffle these because I know what this one is, just in case we've got some more tests to do. Okay, and now we're into Roland, who's doing the same thing, but Roland is looking for a blue as well as a red. Okay, so we're flipping 3 over here. Roland, he has a blue, he has a red, and he has another red. Perfect. Okay, so he got a blue and he got a red for the test. So we're all good there as well. If you have memory 10B, we do. There's memory 10B. Go to 10-13. Otherwise, go to 10-6. Why do I feel like we've been to 10-13? 10-13 and Core is present.
Flickers hides behind Core's massive body.
What? Hold on. Something's not right there. You push ahead towards the entrance. This place has seen much sorrow and the passing of many lives. Although the Starless Night rages around you, the walls of the palace remain untouched, protected by deep ties to this world. Before you can reach the bridge leading to the palace gate, a shape emerges from the darkness. At first, you take it as an illusion, a trick of the howling winds swirling around you, but then the figure opens its glowing red eyes and spreads its massive moth-like wings. Flicker hides behind Core's massive body. If you have memory 9B, go to 10-14. Why do we got 9C? Why? What is memory 9B, I wonder? Okay, we are going to 10-15.
You forge ahead, clutching your lanterns and pushing your way through the roaring darkness. Just as you nearly reach the palace gate, the figure of the Great Mothling swoops down before you like a harbinger of this world's demise.
Okay, open the atlas to map 12, place overlay 10B on the map. Okay, well, let's zoom in a little bit and we'll have a little look at those. Overlay 10B. I'm guessing this goes here. Okay. Some spaces have card icons. In order to move into a space with a card icon, for each icon, a seeker must discard a card of the matching color. During the battle, when a seeker passes, they draw one card and suffer 1 damage, ignoring shields. Is passing discarding? During the battle, when a Seeker passes, they draw 1 damage. They draw 1 card and suffer 1 damage. I'm guessing passing is where you just discard a card. I don't know. We'll have a look. Find out what passing is exactly. I love the fact that we still don't know. Okay. I'll tuck you over here for now. Go to 1016. 1016 is the setup for the fight. So we're going to set that up. And we will be right back. Okay, so we're good to go. We've set up the battle. So there's obviously these card spaces that we need to know about. This one blue, 1 green, 1 red. We've set up our enemies. I'll show you those in a second. But this is the Harbinger. And we've got the Starless Night as an enemy as well. Let's start with showing you the Starless Night, which doesn't have any health or a token. So this is... The Starless Night is a hazardous anomaly. No health, and it doesn't focus on anything. However, each Seeker with an uncharged lantern must reveal 1 blue in their hand or add 1 exhaustion to their hand. If it's the first time this ability triggers, place overlay 10A on the map and move the ability token that triggered this ability to the Harbinger's top ability. Then trigger the Harbinger's top ability, ignoring status effects. Oh, that seems rough. The middle one is each Seeker with an uncharged lantern must reveal 1 green in their hand or add 1 exhaustion. The first time it triggers, move overlay or put overlay 10B on the map or remove it. Remove overlay 10B from the map. Was I meant to put overlays down? More overlays down. Hold on a second. Place overlay 10B on the map. There isn't any others. Okay. So trigger move the token to the middle ability and then trigger it. And then the final one, each Seeker with an uncharged lantern must show 1 red. If it's the first time it triggers, place overlay 10C on the map and do that. So yeah, lots going on there. So this enemy triggers on a 1, a 3, a 5, a 7, and a darkness, and a 9 and an 11 in the middle there. And then we have, we don't have the camera set up. Bear with me 1 second. Then we have the Harbinger, a Starless Mothling. This is what Flickers could have been. 66 health, and he focuses on the most cards, or it focuses on the most cards. This is a blue attack. This moth-like creature's eyes glow red, and you are unable to look away. An eerie wailing fills the air. Ranged or melee, 5 damage plus a trap. After this attack, the Harbinger's target adds 1 exhaustion to their hand. This sucks. The creature spreads its wings before swooping down at you. This is a green attack, 6 damage. Before attacking, the Harbinger may move 2 spaces. That sucks as well. And then red, the giant moth grabs at you, digging its claws and lifting you into the air before slamming you down again. 4 damage plus 1 damage for each exhaustion in the target's hand. After attacking, they refocus. And this triggers on a 2 or 4 on the top ability. A 6 and an 8 in the middle ability, and a 10 and a 12 on the bottom ability. Okay, I think that's everything we needed to know. We just need to deal out our cards, so let's do that now. So we really want to get our lanterns charged and then just leave them charged, right? Is the key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for core. We have boost cards. Seeing boost cards is pretty good. We've got flickers. We've got our sweet balm. We've got 2 sweet balms. We shouldn't have 2 sweet balms, just so you're aware, because we used it last time. So I think they were cards over here and I wasn't sure what to do with them. And we got Cyclone Kick. Okay. So that's that. And then we need to shuffle all of your cards and dish out 7 of them. Okay, the fact that we've only got 3 action cards is pretty good. If we can go before the Harbinger, the Starless Night, we'll be pretty happy with ourselves. Don't see it happening, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the bet that Roland gets the opposite? He gets every action under the sun. Okay, we got Lava Bolt, we got an Exhausted, Okay, again, only 3 actions. Again, one's a sweet balm, unfortunately, but we do have some trapped again, which is pretty good. We need to set a marker to 66. Okay, there is 66. We'll tuck that down here. And we are good to go. We're diving in the bag. Do we have any? We don't have any ways of mitigating chit. So straight off the bat, I'm going to use a fate token, and we are diving in here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we got 2 Rolands and a I'm going to tuck you kind of here so we can see that this is a blue symbol. We've got 2 Rolands and a core. Now, to move into that space, we have to be able to discard a blue card. I'm going to guess it's also boost cards, though, right? Didn't say anything about it, but, you know, it's not any card, right, essentially. Let's just double check. Some spaces have a card icon. In order to move into a space with a card icon, for each icon, a seeker must discard a card of the matching color. Okay, so anyone will do. Cyclone Kick is a red and a green card. After attacking, you may move your target 2 spaces. That seems fantastic. Okay. We are going to trigger that. We're going to move you 1, 2, and put a trap on you. I mean, you're all the same, so let's put it on this top one. This one means they move 2 spaces. Let's put it here. We are going to discard... You know what, let's discard our sweet balm to move. Oh no, that could be really useful, right? Let's discard this block and move here. I also need some armor, right? 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay. So that's that. These go back in the bag. I'd really like to get the advantage again here. Because can you imagine we just run across this without worrying it? Hold on. What did I actually do? I did 4 damage. Are you going to boost this? You can, but I wonder if we need it. Because you have no greens. You've only got 1 blue. But let's spend 1 red here to do an extra damage. Right, so we're doing 5 damage. You're down to 61. Love that. Okay. Oh, and also we'd have played Flickers Evolved. So now... whenever we take an action, Flickers is going to do his thing. And we've almost got our lantern, actually. Okay. Wasn't there a thing about passing? Is that whenever... Did I remember reading something about passing? Because I was checking it, right? Passing is... During this battle, when a seeker passes, they draw 1 card and suffer 1 damage. So passing is when we draw or exhaust a card. So passing would be good to get our lanterns up, because we really want them and then not to use them. I'm going to spend another fate token. I feel like going first is key here. We're in the bag again. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, well, I guess we know what we're doing. The red heart is out. What do we want to do? Hold on. After attacking, you may move your target 2 spaces. So we've done that. I guess we can just move up with Roland. We'd really like to get across this bridge, right? We could end this so quickly, potentially, which would be great. I don't have anything that really helps us here. So I think I'm going to spend my sweet balm. Am I going to spend my sweet balm? That would give me 1 damage. Can't. I mean, I could move into that space and trap them some more. Maybe that's the answer. I'm going to move here, discarding a red card. And I'm going to do shot to the knee, which is 2 damage and 2 traps. So down to 59. And let's trap them some more. So let's trap this one and this one. Okay. Do I spend the last fate token? I think I possibly do. Let's just see if we can go first again. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We do not go first, but we do get to choose 1, 5, and 2. Okay, 2 would be this one, which means he's going to be able to attack, so we don't want to do that one. So 1 and 5 are those abilities. I don't really want them to trigger. 10, I'm guessing, is this one here. Yes. Okay, we're going to use 10. This sucks, by the way. Okay, we're doing 10, which is a trap goes in here, so you can't move. This is just a melee attack, so you can't melee us. +1 for each target. For each exhaustion, we don't need to worry about it because he can't hit us. Okay, we are back in the bag, and we have a 9. 9 is this. That sucks. Each seeker with an uncharged lantern must reveal 1 red card in their hand. Okay, there we go. I've got a red card, and Roland has a red card. Or add 1 exhaustion. If this is the first time this card is triggered, move this over to this area. Okay, this sucks. Oh, hold on. We were meant to focus. He focuses on the most cards. At the time, that would have been whatever it's called, right? Core. So we'll put that there. Okay. Each seeker with an uncharged item must reveal 1 red card. If this is the first time this ability triggers, put overlay 10C on the map. Okay, that goes there. And move this ability token triggered to the Harbinger's bottom ability, then trigger the Harbinger's bottom ability, ignoring any status effects. So ignoring status effects as well, that sucks. So you are moving here, right? Or you're going to move somewhere, but you're aiming for him, so I don't know if it matters. Let's move you here. So then he refocuses on the person with the most cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 over here and 4 over here. So let's keep him on core for now. Okay. I'd love it if we could go again. We have Roland. Okay, good. Don't know what we're going to do, but good. Okay, we're going to use Lava Bolt, which is 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could give you a card to draw, but I don't think I will. We have to discard a blue card to move in, a red card to move into that space. So we'll get rid of that one. Love that. Okay. Oh no, we were already in that space, you idiot. I mean, we could move here. We'll get rid of the blue card, the sweet bomb to do that. So we've done our 4 damage. I could give you a card to draw. I don't think I will. We are done. We have 1 exhaustion, so we're going to take a hit. And then we have to deal out 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And our lantern, our new and improved lantern is charged. We have well-timed blow. Hello. Hello. This could be the greatest turn of all time, possibly. Oh, look at all these action cards, and there's not many of different colours. That sucks. Okay, we're in the bag again. We have Core is up. What is Core going to do? Core only has a white card. So Core is going to discard this because I don't have a choice. When I discard it, I take 1 damage, right? Got to read this thing again. Hold on. If a seeker is defeated, no, it's on the other side. During the battle, when a seeker passes, they draw 1 card and suffers 1 damage. So we draw 1 card. It is Study. That's pretty good. And we take 1 damage. Down to 18. That didn't really help us. You move here. Okay, I want to get off this tile because we've seen what's underneath it. But now I'm on it. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Okay, here we go. We have Core again. Okay. Well, let's use Study, shall we? So study is, we need to move. Hold on. Green and a blue to move there. We might do it. I'm going to move here into the same space as you, discarding a green and a blue, which are these two here. And we are going to do study, which is 3 damage and a stun. So we make it 4 damage because of this. Okay, down to 51. And we get to put a stun on them. We're in his space, so let's put it on. This one's pretty rough, right? Let's put it on here. I mean, they're both pretty rough. Okay. Core is now out of cards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have Cyclone Kick Boost. We have Blazing Sword. We have 2 helpful hands, which will help us redraw. The Mace of Forgetting and the Trumpet Mushroom. Okay, and we have an Exhausted. Okay. So we just need to get here, right? And make sure he's there. Okay, we're in the bag again. A trap would be good. We have a number 1, which is that card over there. Each Seeker without an uncharged lantern. Well, we've both got charged lanterns. This would mean he can go, which means he would hit us. So I think I'm going to put number 1 back in. And we are going to use this card, Other Helpful Hand, to redraw. Okay, we have a White Heart. Love that. Like that a lot. Okay. It's got to be Roland's go, right? He needs a red card to move here. That's fine. Okay. This is going to be ridiculous. No, it's not. Well, it's not too bad, actually. Leech Charm. We're playing Leech Charm, so every time a status is defended or removed, we will do 1 damage to them. Not that I'm expecting to get down through that 50 health. This is interesting. Before attacking, you may move into the same space as your target, which is very interesting considering we'd have to pay a card to get there. Okay. You know what? I wasn't going to play it. Let's play Test of Metal. So this is all enemies suffer 1 damage per status on them. So that's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, down to 48. Okay. And now, I mean, Purity is probably the best one because we can trap them there, right? Let's do that. We're going to use our lantern. We've only just got it charged, but we're going to use it. We do 5 damage. So that's down to 43. And we get to put 5 status effects of your choice as you see fit. Well, we obviously want another trap. And another trap. And another trap. So that's 3. I think that's 3. And then let's do a stun and a stun. Okay. Now would be great for Roland to go again because we could use well-timed blow and it would be huge. Okay, we're in the bag. We have Core. Core is going to... Okay, yeah, this is good. We're going to use the Mushroom Trumpet, which is a green card. It does 1 damage because of flickers. So we're up to down to 42. And then this attack will target all enemies within 1 space. After attacking, place 1 hurt on up to 3 of the target's active abilities. 1, 2, 3. I desperately need Core to go. Right, we're in the bag. We have, Roland to go. We've got Roland. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We are doing, I should have moved last time, right? Oh well. Well-timed blow. We are using this +2. So we're doing 1 damage +2 for every status on your target. We have 2, 4, 6. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 damage. Holy. That's, you know what? That is what we've been building to forever, right? That's what we've been trying to get forever. We're going to use Core would have moved out of this space last time. And we actually, down here, what ability triggered? I think it was this one. Yeah, this one triggered, which means he would have refocused on who had the most cards. I'm not sure who it was at the time. Not that it matters, he hasn't been able to move. Roland is discarding 1 red card to move here. Okay. We've been very fortunate. Are we going to get fortunate again? We've got 2 ways of mitigating. Number 11, this bottom one, that would ignore all effects. Oh, we should have taken damage, right? Because it ignores all status effect. We should have taken some damage. Oh, well. Okay, let's use this to... No, you know what? Let's use this to redraw. This goes back in the bag. And we just need a Roland, right? We just need a Roland. We have a core. That's not what we wanted. Not even a little bit. Okay, I'm going to pass to get rid of this. We're going to take 1 damage anyway. Okay. I've only got red cards left. Okay, we're back in the bag. We have number 1. Number 1 is not great. So we're going to use this card to redraw. I need Roland. Come on, please. We have number 6. Number 6 is over here. This is fine, right? Because first off, he's trapped. So this is range. So he's not moving anywhere. He gets rid of that and he takes 1 damage. So he's down to 19. Okay, then he's got a hurt. So he takes 2 more damage. I don't know whether I'm playing this right, where I leave these on here because they haven't triggered technically. Or if they should all go, I probably should check. Because if it's not that they all go, I've been playing it wrong. Bear with me. Okay, well now I feel a little bit guilty. I was playing it like it works for the players, whereas this is, while any cards of this is in your hand, you cannot move. If you did not gain a trap turn this turn, discard 1. When you discard a trap card, return it to the pile of unused cards. So the way this reads is if we had multiple traps, we'd be trapped for multiple turns. I've been playing it that way for the enemies. We can't stack, really, we don't want to stack multiple traps on there. I'm sorry if you've been watching this all the way through and none of this has happened. So we also remove this and we remove this. I think that's another 2 damage. Okay, that changes quite a lot. But to be fair, we just need to move 1 more space. So let's get in the bag and have a little look. We have a 2. That's not great. That's this one up here, right? So 2 damage plus 1. So that's down to 1, 2, 3, down to 12. A stun, so it's not going to do anything, even though this is ranged. So that's another 1 damage. Maybe I should just go back into that space and try and kill it. And then 2 trapped, so it's not going to move, but another 2 damage. 1, 2. Okay, I feel a bit guilty about us not being able to do any of those things. Right, we're back in the bag. We have a number 5. I mean, this was inevitable, really, right? Each seeker with a unrevealed... did we use this? Yes. Oh, I didn't charge your lantern, right? You haven't used that. Okay. Each seeker with an unused... No, it's 5, right? 5. Each seeker with an uncharged lantern must reveal 1 green card in their hand. So you have a green card. You have a charged lantern, so we don't need to worry about it. If this is the first time this card is triggered, remove overlay 10B. We can do that. And move the ability token that triggered over here. And then trigger this ability. Before attacking, the Harbinger may move 2 spaces. Well, you're going to move this way. This sucks. And then you're going to attack Roland. Roland has... You're attacking for 6. Roland has 3 defense plus flickers. So 4 defense. So you take 2 damage. 1, 2. And he doesn't refocus. So you stay focused on core. Okay, we don't want you in this space, mate. really. But you are close to dying. Okay, we have a 4. This sucks. Okay, the moth creature's eyes glow red and you are unable to look away. An eerie wailing fills the air. It's going to attack us for... After this attack, the Harbinger's targets each add 1 exhaustion to their hand. Okay, so he's attacking us, as in core. He's doing 5 damage plus a trapped. Well, that's not too bad because we wanted to stay where we were anyway. 5 damage isn't great. We're taking 2 of it. 1, 2. And we add an exhaustion to our hand. Okay, I would really like to have a go. Okay, we have number 3. Oh, this sucks so bad. Okay, this moves over here. Everybody has to reveal 1 blue from their hand. Core cannot do that, so add 1 exhaustion. Oh, no. Roland can do it. He has 1. So it is just reveal. And then we move the token over here and we trigger this ability. So he's doing 5 damage to us again. Oh, I should have got rid of one of these, right? He's doing 5 damage to us again. We've got 1 block plus that, so 2 blocks. So we take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. We're down to 10 health. And we get another trapped. And we get another exhaustion. Oh, man. Okay, we just need to hit him. Okay, we have Roland. I don't know if I want Roland to be up. Don't know if I want Roland to be up, because Roland's attack does 4 damage and friendly fire if we do the ranged. And if we move into the space, we end the game. I don't want him in that space, right? But I don't want to do 4 damage because that's core almost dead. What the heck do we do? I think we just have to move into the space. Although the mothling thingy is coming with us. Not a fan of that. There is nothing I can do here. Let's just flip these over so we know what's been. 2 and 3 have been. But obviously a 1 could trigger that. 6 has been. 5 has been. 4 has been. Okay, that's not as bad as it first looked. 9 has been. 10 has been. Okay, so there is a load of stuff that can happen over here which will still cause us a load of problems. If we get hit twice, we die. If I use Meteor Fall, we take 4 damage. I can mitigate 1 of it to 3 damage. I can mitigate two of it. No, you should have gone, right? I can mitigate 1 of it to 3 damage, which means we can afford to be hit by 1 thing. But if it's 2 turns in a row, we're screwed. Do we do it? I mean, such a risk. I think we just have to move into the space and see what happens, right? How many of these? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1 more core, and there is 3 more Rolands and another heart. But obviously there's 2 darknesses. I don't know what we do here. If we hit this for 4 and Roland takes 4, do I have a way of killing it? I don't think so. If we hit it for 4 and then it triggered this, it would be 2 damage, so that would be 6, 7, 8. That would still not be enough. Oh, hold on, no. 2 damage plus removing 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9. It would be exactly lethal. But that would be us getting a 12 drawn out and or a core drawn out would also do it. But then we need Roland to be able to go to move, right? I think we're going to have to just move into this space. Okay, we move here and we attack for 3. What does this say? If all seekers reach the flag and the Harbinger is in that space, go to 1018. If the Harbinger is reduced to 0, oh, so maybe he doesn't die. Oh yeah, so if the seekers reach the flag and the Harbinger isn't in that space, go to 1018. If the Harbinger is reduced to 0, go to 1020. Okay, so it doesn't end it because he's here. So we are going to do 3 damage. Before attacking, you can move into the same space as your thing. So 3 damage plus a stun. 1, 2, 3. I've got no way of boosting it, but the stun can go on this because it's the only one with anything left. Okay. We are back in the bag. We have 7. 7 is this one. Each seeker with an uncharged lantern must reveal 1 green. Roland cannot do that. He takes an exhaustion. Okay. Core has his lantern out, so we're fine there. And then this triggers ignoring the stun, right? That trigger ignoring any stats effects. We take 5 damage. Oh no. It all comes down to this. It's a 1. Oh, hold on. Does he refocus? He does not refocus. Oh, crap. Okay, that's not as bad as it sounds, weirdly. So everyone must be able to reveal a blue. You cannot do that, so you take another exhaustion. Okay, then we trigger this ability, which is 5 damage to core. We've got 1, so it's 4 damage to core. 1, 2. Oh, it targets both of us, 3 and 4. So you're down to 1 health when we take an exhaustion, and you go down 5, right? You've got 1 armor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you take an exhaustion. If we don't draw one of our characters who can do 6 damage, or if you don't draw, oh, even that is not enough, right? I think we're screwed. Because I can't use Meteor Fall because we would all die and it wouldn't be enough to deal damage to him. I think we need to go twice or push him out of our space. We don't have a way of doing that. I think I might be screwed. Okay, here we go. It's Roland. Okay. Roland is going to discard a card, right? I think that's all I can do. We take 1 damage. It's 1 damage, right? And we draw a card. It is a salve. Oh my lord. Okay, that might save us if we get Roland again. Okay, we have 11. Okay, 11's this one. That's not too bad. So 11 is 3 damage. 1, 2, 3 is down to 3 health, plus he's stunned and is trapped, so he doesn't get to go. Oh my god, we just need to hit him for 3. Come on, core, please. We have a core. What the heck? Oh my god. Okay, core can just kill him here. Core can just do his blazing sword, which is 3 damage, plus any hurt on him. There aren't any 3 damage straight to him. That would be 4, down to 0. Okay, if he reaches 0, go to 1020. Okay.
The huge moth screeches overhead, its tattered wings fluttering helplessly. With one last howling cry, its body bulges and then bursts into a small swarm of dust-covered mothlings. They flitter away from you, disappearing into the darkness. Midnight dark gossamer floats down around you, shed from the creature's wings. You collect it, thinking someone in Dinlux might have a use for it. You take a moment to breathe, but the Starless Night is not yet over. The palace gate still lies before you, and with the moth creature dispatched, there's only one thing left to do. Run.
Okay, we have Memory 10D. After defeating the Dark Mothling outside of the Palace of Aan, you collected some strange gossamer sheddings from the wings. Such a rare substance might have some kind of use. Okay, nice. 10D goes there. And go to 1018.
You hurry for the palace gate without looking back. As soon as you throw yourselves over the threshold, warmth returns to your bodies and hope to your hearts. You slam the stone gate closed on the roaring storm outside. The darkness can no longer reach you.
After pausing to catch your breath, you set about exploring your surroundings. This palace was once the grand and beautiful estate of an influential elven lineage. Now, the great hallways are empty and silent. Ivy hangs from the open windows, and the once colorful murals of the walls and ceilings have faded and crumbled.
Okay, so we both gained one Kinfire, which I've done. We're going to 1019.
After wandering the palace hallways, you find a bright, wide-open room littered with broken sculptures and torn paintings. Anything of value has long been taken or destroyed, but in the center, an enormous sculpture still stands, too heavy to move. The surface of one side is shaped with rolling hills and valleys. The forms are familiar to you, and it takes you a moment to recognize it as a map of the area surrounding Dinlux. A nearby pedestal is engraved with the shape of a flame. You place one of your lanterns upon it and hold the lens in its glow. Lines appear on the sculpted map, rivers and ancient roads, and in the very center, a flickering flame, the location of the Holy Vault. Armed with this knowledge, you return to Dinlux the next morning.
Take prompt 11, so this is prompt 11, Lofty Pursuits. Now that you've learned the location of the Holy Vault, there's no time to waste. Inside lie the secrets of rekindling the Great Lighthouse and saving Dinlux. When you embark on this quest, open quest 11. Okay, and we gain 4 city actions. You know what, that was fun. I apologise for how much we got wrong, considering how influential it's been in the game. And if you've been watching for a while, that must have been driving you mad. I am so sorry. But you know, we live and learn. I will make sure we get it right going forward. And, you know, I mean, it's probably an easy mistake to make, right? Considering the way they get, the way it's worded on one side, you can have multiple and then enemies can't, which kind of makes sense, to be fair. But you know, we were using it to pin people down. I suspect things are going to get far more difficult now. We're not going to play it that way. But there you go. This was episode 14. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. If you've been watching all the way through, I really do appreciate it. And again, I apologise for what we've got wrong leading up to this. I will be back next week with another episode. If you want to find out a little bit more about my feelings and thoughts on the game and everything else, I would highly recommend going to Patreon. There is a free campaign blog over there we record after every single episode. This one will have a bit of my feelings on the rules we've got wrong. But this was fun. I like the mechanisms for moving and that. We were a little bit fortunate. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.